Good afternoon. I'm joined by Tjerk van Dijk, Director of Insurance at Stork and Fokker, who's just moderated a workshop about how risk management can influence balance sheets. So, good afternoon, Tjerk.
Good afternoon.
So, how did the workshop go?
Well, the workshop went really well. We had I was a bit nervous about the interaction because we had a broker, followed by a risk manager, followed by an underwriter, chief underwriter. And I was a bit concerned about the interaction between the three. Basically, we challenged the underwriter to give his opinion about what the added value was of the information the risk manager gathered to the insurance industry. So basically, risk management influencing the balance sheet, that is about the work we do on a daily basis. We do risk management, insurance, we finance exposure. So that is something you can demonstrate by a big claim. You can demonstrate to your management that you did a great job, that you are fully insured. But the claim is never right. So the best thing to do is to simulate, to do a sort of stress testing on your balance sheet to demonstrate which lines in your balance sheet are protected in what way. So basically what you do is you analyze your balance sheet, you look at all the risks facing your company with a normal heat map where you set off your risks, likelihood and impact. And based on that you get a clear picture of what is your risk bearing capacity, what is your exposure as a company. So this way you can translate your insurance policies in a way that your CFO understands. So that creates, it translates your risk awareness and your risk mitigation into numbers. And one of the questions was, if we do that, because first of all it improves your awareness in the company about exposure, but the second is also this identification of risks and control could work as something that can be used as underwriting information by the insurer. So in the end, the conclusion was that the insurer was very happy because he said, we like customers which are very aware of their exposures and understand it. But they say it doesn't really add value to the underwriting process because the risk is still there. But they said that in exchange they can give you a lot of information based on the experience that could contribute to your mapping your risks. So the insurance company, they have all the claim information, they have all the exposure information, so they can help you in that process. And basically it improves exchange of information between the insurer and the broker and the insured. And this is also the three-way marriage we discussed this morning in our panel discussion, that you cannot live without one of them. It's a combination between insurance company, financing your exposure, yourself, based on your risk maturity you can assess your exposures and risks. So it was a very interesting workshop in the end, yes, absolutely. I was very proud to work with those people and I was very thankful for their contribution.
Okay. There's been a lot of discussions in certainly interviews we've been doing about big data and sharing data and the need to transfer that into some of the talent that is within the industry and a different way of educating some people we interviewed this afternoon. The Lloyd's FERMA professional development program,
yes.
People have been on that. Any particular thoughts around that?
Well, within NARIM, in our Dutch association, we discussed that, and that's also something we will address tomorrow morning in the Young Professionals Breakfast session. And in the Netherlands, we signed with the whole industry a manifest to transfer knowledge, to transfer experience to the new generation. So we started some sort of buddy system where we have insurance managers with experience that share their knowledge with young people from the industry. And it's open to all young people. It doesn't have to be risk managers, could be insurers, could be loss adjusters. And we see that it's very well received by the market, but somehow there is not enough participation from the market because management with loss adjusters, management with insurers are a bit afraid that's the feedback I received. They're afraid that once people are distracted or guided in a different line of business, they might lose them in their company. So that is something that is in the front end in the media. They promote it. They say we need to invest in the future, but when you organize something, it's not there. So that's something I would really like to ask the insurers during the panel on Wednesday. It is, I believe. How do they see that? How do they want to develop the future generation for our line of business? Because in the Netherlands we are concerned also basically on loss adjusting. There's not too many experienced engineers doing loss adjusting work, and there is a gap between the people beyond 50 years of age and the young generation. There's hardly any new people with technical knowledge.
Oh, it should be interesting to see what tomorrow morning throws up. Just as a
Absolutely.
final one, I mean, you're Narim and Belrim co-hosting FERMA this year. It's been great. Have you been pleased to see the forum come here?
Absolutely, I think it's a great pleasure because Maastricht is also half Belgium, half Netherlands, so it's good to join up with Belrim and to work together. And over the last year in preparation to the FERMA, we did a lot of joint activities where we shared information, where we shared knowledge, where we did some joint activities, and it was very successful and very nice.
That's good to hear. That's good
yeah,
to hear.
absolutely.
Tjerk, thank you for that. It's been very interesting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.